Hello, in this video we want to solve this question. This question is from ISLM model macroeconomics. What is the shape of the LM curve when the economy is caught in the liquidity trap situation? Now what is LM? LM is liquidity money. LM curve shows the different combinations of rate of interest and income such that the money market is in equilibrium. Now what is the liquidity trap situation? Liquidity trap is a situation in which people want to hold at a given rate of interest all the money supplied in the economy. Whatever the money supplied in the economy. In this situation, speculative demand for money is very large. In this situation, speculative demand for money is very large. That is, tends to infinity. In this situation, rate of interest, real rate of interest drops to its floor level. Real rate of interest which is denoted by small r drops to its floor level. When rate of interest is minimum, that is r equals to r mean. When rate of interest is minimum, that is r equals to r mean, price of bond is maximum. Why? Because price of bond and rate of interest are inversely related. Because price of bond, which is denoted by PB, and R are inversely related. Now when R equals to R mean, PB equals to PB max. Symbolically, when R equals to R mean, PB, that is price of bond, is maximum. This is PB max. When price of bond is maximum, everybody is expecting it will fall in near future. When PB, that is price of bond, is maximum, everybody expects that it will fall in near future. That means people prefer to hold cash to bond because of fear of potential capital loss. People want to hold, but people prefer, I am writing like this, people prefer to hold cash to bond because of potential capital loss. Potential capital loss. That means the demand for money is very large. That is, the demand for money is very large. In this situation, people hold all the money supplied in the economy. Therefore, the speculative demand for money is very large, going to be infinity. Then the LM curve will be horizontal. Then the LM curve will be horizontal. On the vertical axis we are measuring R, on the horizontal axis we are measuring Y. This will be the shape of the LM curve. Now we do it mathematically. The equation for LM curve. Real money balance equals to real demand for money. Real money balance is denoted by M bar by P. M bar is the real money supply, P is the price level. This is equals to K of Y plus L of R. Now M bar is nominal money supply, P is price level, K of Y is transaction demand for money. Transaction demand for money. Y is income. Now K prime Y is positive. That is, as income rises, transaction demand for money rises. As income rises, transaction demand for money rises. L of R is speculative demand for money. As rate of interest rises, speculative demand for money falls. That is, L prime R is negative for R lies between R mean and R max. When R equals to R mean, that is, rate of interest attains its floor level, then the price of bond is maximum. When the price of bond is maximum, everybody is expecting that it will fall in near future. That means there is a fear of potential capital loss. Then everybody prefers cash to bond. Then the demand for speculative money is very large. That is, L prime r tends to infinity. Now this is the equation of the Lm curve. Equation 1 shows the Lm curve equation. Now we differentiate this equation to get the slope of the Lm curve. Differentiating with respect to y. Keeping m bar by p constant. Therefore, this part m bar by p, if we differentiate a constant term, then it becomes 0 equals to k prime y. We differentiate ky with respect to y, we get k prime y plus L prime r, we differentiate Lr with respect to y, it becomes L prime r dr dy, or dr dy equals to minus k prime y by L prime r. Now under liquidity trap situation, L prime r tends to infinity. L prime r tends to infinity. Therefore, the denominator tends to infinity. Therefore, this value tends to 0 or equals to 0. dr dy equals to 0. If denominator of a ratio is infinity, then the value becomes 0. dr dy is the slope of the Lm curve. The slope of the Lm curve equals to dr dy equals to 0 under liquidity trap situation. Then the Lm curve is horizontal. Then the Lm curve is horizontal. As shown in this figure. I hope everybody understood the solution of this question. That's it for this video. Thank you.